Thank you, House Chair. Let us remind the FF Plus about the following. In January 2016, Sean Tangasha, who was 29 years old, and Samuel Kleka, who was 35 years old and working as casual laborers in farming Paris, were killed by a group of white farmers. Their only sin was demanding that their employer, Ulot Vesech, must pay them their salaries. Again, in October 2016, two white farmers, Willem Ostensen and Theo Jackson, appeared in court for forcing a black person, Victor Mlotshwa, into a coffin because they alleged that he was trespassing on their land. I wonder which land is yours in South Africa. In January this year, Mark Scott Crossley was arrested in Pretoria. Last year, Scott Crossley attacked a wildlife center worker and smashed his cell phone before running him over twice with a vehicle. There was no single statement from you, Freedom Front Plus. The employee Silence Mabunda was hospitalized after these incidents. In 2004, Scott Crossley was convicted of masterminding the premeditated murder of farm worker by throwing him to lions. There was no Freedom Front again. He was sentenced to life, but this was commuted to 5-year sentence after the Supreme Court of Appeal. In Lesitele farming area in Limpopo last week, not long ago, last week, a white farmer shot in the head Mathanane Ishmael, aged 55 years old, who was riding a bicycle and claimed he mistook him for a monkey. What is that? No EFF Plus. There are few examples of a very widespread phenomenon of racial abuse and killing of black people, black workers in particular by white farmers. Last year, a Danish filmmaker, Tom Henman, released a documentary named Bitter Grapes, which explores the working condition of farm workers in South Africa. The film depicts instances of long and exploitative of workers allegedly in violation of labor laws, unlawfully and exploitation without protection. Terrible living conditions and unofficial use of DOP system and apartheid area arrangement in which workers are paid in alcohol rather than money. There is no EFF Plus again. These cases receive no attention from Freedom Front Plus, AfriForum, and other right-wing groups because abuse and killing of black people is normal and accepted in a right-wing circles. We must not be fooled here. Secondly, South Africa has a serious problem of crime, and it was recently reported that on average, 9 people are killed in Cape Flats every day. But the EFF Plus wants us to highlight the murder of a few white people.
Order, honorable members.
But the FF Plus want to highlight the murder of a few white people regrettable as above the rest. The fact-checking website Africa Check has previously established white makes up 1.8% of total murder victims in South Africa, while forming 8.85% of the total population. It is often assumed that only white farmers are targeted in attacks, but this is not the case. It is black people who have to endure the violence of poverty every day, hour of the existence in township because they do not have land.
Your time is now expired.